Are you ready to unlock the best weapons in the game and take your hunting potential to the next level? Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Furtive, and in this weapon series I've got you covered, as I'm gonna show you how to unlock top tier endgame Na'vi weapon blueprints and find the rarest exquisite resources to craft them with the highest stat rolls possible to be ready for any encounter in the endgame. Both wildlife hunting and RDA extermination are gonna become child's play in Frontiers of Pandora. In today's guide, I'm gonna show you how to unlock and craft the Fearless Warrior Spear Thrower. To obliterate your enemies from afar, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, what you wanna do is make your way to the Resistance hideout, a new HQ in the Clouded Forest, where you wanna talk with Solek. The HQ is basically unlocked shortly after entering the Clouded Forest. This is where you can pick up all the blueprints for top tier bows to craft with amazing stats for hunting wildlife and RDA forces. Alright, so today we're gonna craft another legendary weapon, a spear thrower called the Fearless Warrior Spear Thrower, which is without doubt one of the best weapons to get your hands on for the late game in Frontiers of Pandora. For this craft, we're gonna need to get our hands on a bone as primary material of exquisite quality, so it's very important to focus on highest stat rolls possible for the right areas, as hollow bones from the upper planes only come with stat rolls up to 148. Soundblast Colossi also only have bones up to 148. Same counts for the petrified bone, so you want to make sure you focus on the ones from the Clouded Forest. Dense bones come with a thundering impact. Spear throwers deal additional damage to enemies close to the impact with a maximum roll of 176. While the Whipfang crawlers come with an increased range stat bonus, which is also pretty interesting. So let's check out the location for both, as I find both bonuses pretty interesting. Pretty difficult to make a decision right here. So the Scarlet Thicket biome, eh? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I had absolute terrible luck finding them in this specific one, which is a little bit northeast of the Crying Giant. I mean, I've spent half an hour searching in this region for the crawlers, but unfortunately they didn't pop up. While I did find plenty of rare materials at this location, to the north of the Analysis Center Bravo. You can find some extremely rare bark right here, as well as ant nests. If you're still searching for this material, the highest quality possible can be found during the night at this location, which is in the Cluster Pines biome. Wow, look at that. I just found 2 groups of Whipfang crawlers. Unfortunately though, it seems like every single one of them is young and not of exquisite quality. So we're gonna have to continue our quest. Wow, this is an amazing spot to hunt crawlers. Unfortunately though, I keep finding only young ones. So before I share the location with you guys, I first want to double check if I can manipulate the spawns. In this case, what you can do is pass some time in one of the camps nearby, as this will basically reset the spawn of all the creatures in the area, possibly force in some mature ones with exquisite top tier quality. So we've got a level 14 crawler, exquisite quality right here. And we get 3 more right there. Man, so many exquisites, while this one is the jackpot. Level 15 mature, so we want to make sure we hit him in the neck right there. There we go, we got a clean kill. Before the Shroud can take the loot, you quickly want to interact with it to get those top tier materials. And look at that, we just got a 176 roll out of this one. Let's quickly open up the map. So this is basically my favorite spot to farm for these bad boys. Go to the Memory Painting and the Perch Na'vi Camp, south of the Cradling Pines in the Cat, to the western part of this one, as if you toggle the biomes, this is where you can find a Scarlet Thicket with an abundance of these crawlers. We even missed one of the targets right here, who almost escaped. Let's go, another 176. So let's quickly open up the Hunter's Guide. You can see that this is the highest quality already, not even found from a mature one. So amazing, I'd say. We already have 1, 2, 3 of the highest quality possible. Anyways, we also have the Dense Bones, which you can just find on the floor. I think a lot easier to get your hands on. Also, with a cap of 176, these bones in rare quality can often be found in caves in the Cluster Pines biome of the Clouded Forest. I think the easiest Cluster Pines biome would be the one in the Cradling Pines, as it is massive. All right, look at that. We found some dense bones inside a cave. 176 would be the maximum roll. There we go. Top tier quality. What you want to do is travel to the Sheltering Pines Na'vi camp and then basically run towards the east, straight towards the Budding Watcher or the Carver's River, as this is where you will find these cliff sides. You want to walk past them and then go towards the south, as you should be able to find a cave entrance at this exact location. Basically on the western bank of the Carver's River, exactly north of the drill outpost Alpha. If we turn around, this is where you should find the entrance. So this is basically what the area looks like. And then if we enter the cave, press and hold your Na'vi powers, you should be able to find two of these dense bones. One of them, for me, seems to always be the exquisite quality, and you basically want to jump on top of these glowing mushrooms. You can also come across some shade mushroom right here, but this is where you can find the bones. Of course, best quality harvested during the day, so be sure to skip time until that is the case. So we just harvested a 167 during the night, while at the beginning I picked up this one with the absolute maximum quality, so GG. For the first secondary material, we're gonna need reed. Sealed reed goes up to 37, sunset up to 28, while pale canyon goes to 56. And with a 10% damage boost, this is without doubt the best material to get your hands on. And for 56, we want to search in an unknown location, somewhere in the Clouded Forest. The funny thing is, I randomly stumbled upon this resource when I escaped the RDA prison. Unfortunately, the Pale Canyon Reed is one of those very rare resources for which you're gonna need a hurricane for the absolute best quality harvest, which is extremely difficult to find in the game. So what I recommend you to do is instead settle with a thunderstorm, which already can be a little bit challenging depending on your luck, for which I recommend you to liberate the Drill Outpost Alpha and the Mossy Nook Field Lab, which are pretty close to where we need to be. And when you're lucky to find one of these weather conditions, you want to make your way northeast of the Carver's River to this exact location where you can harvest a bellsprig. You should land with your Ikran on this specific rock, as this is where you could, if you want, AFK, possibly wait for the thunderstorm to change into a hurricane. This is not very likely to happen anytime soon, but when you jump down, this will basically disable your Na'vi powers if you are in certain progression of the game. And then you are 100% certain you are in the right spot, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is where you can gather the sealed reeds. If you harvest them as a pristine quality, not during a hurricane, you will already have a item level of 51, which is very close to the maximum of 56. You should exclusively go for hurricane quality if it randomly pops up on your map during your regular adventures, let's say. Otherwise, you're just gonna waste a ton of time skipping time and not really actually playing the game. I'm definitely gonna give you guys an update on the channel when I do finally encounter a hurricane. Last but not least, we're gonna need some bast, which you can find in all the different biomes. Forest seaweed, Kinglor Forest Soul's Delight, the shaded waterweed, as well as the clouded lily, which has the highest stat rolls possible, so you can get the maximum damage for this weapon craft. So we need the shallow bog biome in the clouded forest. One of my hands-out favorites would be the crying giant, as right here we have a shallow bog biome where you can find plenty of these plants, while if you want to make it a little bit easier, you can also find one a little bit more to the southwest. Right here, which is pretty close to our quick travels, the Hunter's Gathering or the Kamatiri clan home. So very important, you want to search for the water surfaces, for slightly bigger ponds, as there you will have a higher chance for these to pop up. Then we're going to use our Na'vi powers, and look at that, we already see some stuff shining in the distance. That usually indicates that it's a pretty rare quality. Oh yes, this should be it. Press and hold the power, and there we have it. Maximum quality would be 37. For this harvest, you want to gently push to the back right. And this should give you a maximum quality. Oh, we've got some visitors. Well, that was 2 kills already. 3. I've got another one of Exquisite right here. Sweet. If we quickly have a look at the map, this is where we currently are. And this should give you a max roll Clouded Lily Bast. Exquisite quality 37. Let's go. Anyways, now that we've gotten our hands on all the materials needed, let's craft the Exquisite Spear Thrower, the legendary Fearless Warrior Thrower. So first off, we're gonna throw in the highest bone possible, 176. You can choose for increased range or additional damage to enemies close to the impact. I always like to go with maximum range for sniping down enemies. The secondary material, Superior Reed. Of course, we're going to settle with Exquisite. We have 51 damage right here. We're going to throw that in. And last but not least, also a Clouded Lily Bast of the highest rolls possible. Combine all these together and we get a whopping 264 damage Shellbreaker Spear with 40% ranged resistance for 15 seconds after killing an enemy, increased range, as well as a sweet 10% bonus to base damage and stealth damage. Alright, so there you have it, a legendary spear thrower craft to add to your weapon collection. If you found this video helpful, please do hit that like button. You have no idea how much you help out the channel with it. Already very much appreciated. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe as a lot more Avatar is coming your way. Definitely be sure to share in the comments down below what your favorite weapon is. Can't wait to hear that. Mine is the heavy bow. Anyways, right now it's 4 AM out, so check you out in a next video or live stream. Have an awesome day. Take care. Peace.